Welcome students, Mr. Balkley here. We're going to go over today's assignment, which is all about finding and narrowing your topic, which is perhaps the most difficult part of this whole process. So last time we talked about what an editorial is. An editorial is a short opinion piece where you pick the topic, you write your opinion about that piece, and then you substantiate your opinion with sources that you find. Today, we are going to find and narrow that topic. So what I want you to do right now is click on this top link right here, student editorial contest these are the winners from the last 4 years of this contest. The Learning Network has been running this contest. This is the 8th year now, I believe, and these are the winners of the last 4 years. And I want you to see the types of topics these students are writing about. They're not always writing about politics or the economy or heavy, boring, adultish stuff. They are writing about things that are interesting to them. So check out this one right here, dyslexic letters, skipping lines, troubled dyslexic minds. Whew, incredible title right there. Harnessing the power of boredom in the coronavirus. A student literally wrote about boredom, bringing ethics to your plate. How pragmatism is poisoning the democratic will of America's youth. That one got very political, but you don't have to do that. This one, as you know from last time, wrote about video games, how Animal Crossing will save Gen Z. This land was made for you and me. The class of 2021 could change the college admissions forever. No love for Milton, if nothing for frivolous fiction. Spotify is killing Beethoven. Here's how you can save him. Not American yet. Collar the Cat, we read that one. Lessons from failure. And we've got cultural appropriation is critical to the human condition. A change in the menu. Nothing gets between me and my sushi except plastic, maybe. These kids literally wrote about their favorite foods. I have students in my in-person classes. One student is writing about how much he hates when people chew with their mouth open. I've got another student writing about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, who is the precursor to Mickey Mouse, Disney's precursor to Mickey Mouse, who was a black and white cartoon figure in the 1930s. Like, really, you can write about anything, and I can almost guarantee you the New York Times have written something about it or something very closely related about it. Like, now I'm going to tell you what not to do. Pick something that you are interested in. So if you'd like, you can check out more of those winners and look at what they have been writing about. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to take 5 minutes for these next 3 questions, and I want you to type your little heart out. You can answer one of them or all 3 of them. They're really kind of closely related. But the purpose of this is for you to write about something that makes you mad. What would you like to see changed? What do you wish more people understood? You get it, but if more people understood it, then the world would be a better place. So when you write those 5 minutes, think of it like as a journal entry. Whatever comes to your mind might be one of the topics, might be your topic for your I can't talk this morning, for your editorial. So what makes you mad? That could be your topic for your editorial. You do some more research and try to persuade other people to think the way you do about it or to behave the way you do about it. So today is all about finding and narrowing a topic. Let's scroll down now, and now you're going to spend some time perusing these links right here, and you're going to jot down anything that kind of inspires you at all, anything that like catches your attention or anything. This is going to be like Tinder, right? Oh yeah, we're going to use this metaphor. So writing is a lot like dating, and we're going to do the vetting people for a potential match, if you will. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on these right here, and you're going to scroll down through them. And so what this is, 401 argumentative prompts for writing. This comes from the opinion section, and this was published in 2017. So it's a little bit dated. You're going to notice that it's a little bit dated. All of these questions come from the student opinion section of the Learning Network, where for every day for years, the Learning Network has posted prompts and then articles. So some of these are going to be a little bit dated. But if any of them stand out to you, what is it on your phone? What is it you swipe? Oh, that's my wife. I'm swiping right. We match, hopefully. Is that what you? Okay. So on some of these dating apps, whenever you're like, hey, and you'll swipe right if you like that, and you're like, no, 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 maybe, no, 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 maybe, and then maybe you get a DM later. I don't know. That's what we're going to be doing today. So if something stands out to you, you'll just copy it, you'll paste it there, and then when you're scrolling down later, and maybe this one right here. Copy that, paste it. And then maybe you're on another one of these sites. 300, maybe something like, I don't know, standardized test. Copy that. Maybe that makes you mad, whatever it is. And then by the end of the day, you've got like 10 ideas that you could potentially match with. I got to stop with this dating metaphor. It's making even me uncomfortable. But let's go ahead and see how this website works. First off, it's divided into categories and then tons of questions. So I want you to start going through these. So you've got technology, social media, and check out some of these things. How do you feel about cancel culture? When is too young to have social media? Do you trust Facebook? Do you trust the news media? Do you think technology affects dating? We've got cyberbullying. We've got alarm clocks. Are there any dumb devices that you think are better than smart devices? Driverless cars. What do you think about driverless cars? Texting while walking. Should looking at your phone while crossing the street be illegal? Smothering video or soothing video games. Can video games intended to calm the mind be fun, worthwhile? Tesla Cybertruck. What do you think of the pick? If you can literally write about the pickup truck from Tesla, whatever you want. You can think about school. Should media literacy be required? School course. Should schools provide free pads and tampons? Should schools change how they grade students during the pandemic? Are straight A's always a good thing? Should schools teach you how to be happy? Should facial recognition technology be used in schools? Should your school day start later? Should teachers be armed with guns? That was a conversation we were having for a while. Should schools teach about climate change? Should all schools offer music programs? You can do image-based stuff. How do you feel about math? Do you think schools should start later for teenagers? Do you think teachers should be paid more? Why or why not? I might be biased to that, maybe yes. Article-based prompts. We've got, what do you want your parents and grandparents to get? Oh, we've already done that. So we've got masks. What civic rules do you think we should all follow now? What else do we have? Should students be required to take the ACT or SAT to apply to college? Should everyone go to college? Should college be free? We've got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of things. Let's go to these ones right here. There are some good prompts in this one. Do memes make the internet a better place? You can literally write your essay about memes. Literally, there's stuff about that. Does online shaming prevent us from being able to grow and to change? The Mandalorian actress was recently canceled for some of her comments on Twitter. You can write about something like that, whether or not you feel that's a positive thing or a negative thing. Does grammar still matter in the age of Twitter and text messages? Is your phone hurting your relationships? We've done a lot of school ones. Mental and physical health. Should schools teach mindfulness? Do we worry too much about germs? What advice should parents and counselors give to teenagers about sexting or dating in general? Race and gender. Is America backsliding on race? How should parents teach their children about race? Should Columbus Day be replaced with Indigenous Peoples Day? Should graffiti be protected? Is listening to a book just as good as reading it? Is there any benefit to reading books you hate? You know, when your teacher assigns you to read The Great Gatsby all where you're home all alone, listen. Like, should you be listening or reading The Great Gatsby, even if you hate it? Do we need more female superheroes? Do video games deserve the bad rap that they always get? Are youth sports too competitive? Like, if you've been paying attention to the news recently here in Utah, there's a debate in the Capitol right now about whether or not K through 12 schools here in Utah should allow transgender girls compete in girls' sports here in the state of Utah. If you've been following that story, it's been fascinating. You can weigh in on that. Also, another local one that's been debated recently is Dixie State University down in St. George. The Capitol, they're literally debating, lawmakers are literally debating that this week about whether or not Dixie State University could or should change its name from Dixie State University to something else. So we'll have to look into that, but you can weigh in on that. Child and parenthood. Who should decide whether a teenager can get a tattoo or a piercing? Is it harder to grow up in the 21st century than it was in the past? Should parents track their teenagers' location? I am super excited to have my kids with GPS tracking. That's going to be wonderful. I'd have hated that as a kid, I'll tell you that. You've got tons of things, like tons of questions. So if anything stands out to you, you are just going to like copy it. You're gonna paste it right here, and then you're gonna look back and be like, okay, maybe I'll do that. And then hopefully through this exercise you can find and narrow your topic. So then, what is your topic? What am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm really interested in the transgender sports thing. So should transgender girls be allowed to play sports in K-12 Utah? Right, that's going to be my question. I should probably conjugate that verb correctly when I throw it in there. But that's what you're going to do. Okay. So hopefully by the end of this, you can figure out a topic. Remember, this is just like Tinder. We're not really committing to this. You're just like, kind of interested. Maybe I'll talk with you later. So throughout this process, if you start doing the research and you're like, I thought I was interested in that, but I'd prefer to change my topic at this point, you can always change your topic. Okay, folks, get to looking into your topics. Many of you, hopefully you'll figure it out by the end of this exercise. As always, this is Mr. Bockold. Keep reading, keep writing, keep learning.